The Steam situation. Interesting.
Steam's new AI rules will open the floodgates to a river of shit. So this happened. Oh, it
Okay.
just happened today. Oh, this is great. I didn't know this. I'm just looking at which one I should read through. We'll look at PC Gamer. How about that? Last year, after a developer declared Steam wouldn't accept any game that used AI, Valve clarified, and let's take a look at what Valve actually said. Valve is scrutinizing games with AI assets on Steam. Oh, so this is originally, right? It says avoiding copyright violation is the developer's responsibility. True.
True.
Valve clarified it was working through how to integrate it into our already existing review policies, and our review process is a reflection of current copyright law and policies, not an...
By the way, he just clicked that cancel or whatever button instantaneously. But when that appeared, it completely took me out. If that happened, I would just close this garbage website instantaneously and tweet about it angrily.
an added layer of our opinion. As these laws and policies evolve over time, so will our process. That's smart. Another step for the process has been taken as Valve released a new statement addressing AI content on Steam. Okay, so this just happened.
Okay.
This is yesterday. Okay, let's read it. Back in June, we shared that while our goal continues to be shipping as many games as possible on Steam, we needed to have some time to learn about the fast-moving and legally murky space of AI technology, especially given Steam's worldwide reach. So basically, they just didn't want to have AI stuff on their platform because they didn't want to be held accountable for it.
Well, they also previously said, I remember, that the AI-generated garbage is just low quality. They don't kind of want that. Steam has done a lot of things not for money. Gabe has done a lot of things not for money, okay? Steam is not perfect, it's overhyped in my opinion, but at the end of the day, it's true. Gabe has done a lot of things not for money on Steam. And that's admirable. And this is one of those things. That they did not allow a lot of AI just trash on Steam because it's trash, it's bad for the experience.
Sorry, I'll zoom in for you guys. There you go. Is that better? I hope so. Today, after spending the last few months learning more about the space and talking with game developers, we are making changes to how we handle games that use AI technology. This will enable us to release the vast majority of games that use it. First, we are updating the content survey that developers fill out whenever they submit to Steam. The survey now includes an AI disclosure section. While you need to describe how you're using AI in the development and execution of your game, it separates AI usage in games into two broad categories. Pre-generated, any content, any type of content, art code that's created with the help of AI tools during development. Under the Steam distribution agreement, you agree to promise Valve that your game will not include infringing content. Okay, so basically,
nice.
All right, this makes sense. So what Valve is basically making people do is they're making people effectively indemnify themselves or take accountability for what they're uploading. So it's like an added layer of...
It's not taking accountability for what they're uploading. This is just essentially saying, hey, if you upload this to Steam, and it turns out you're liable for some kind of fraud, cheating, infringement, or all of that good stuff, Steam takes no accountability because you have decided to lie to us about what you're doing. And considering we can't reasonably vet all of the process, then this is reasonable that, you know, we just trust you. So Steam just shakes off all any legal responsibility by doing this.
Separation of accountability, that Valve now has people that confirm our AI, the AI stuff that's on our platform, the developers confirmed through a contract was not illegal. So yeah, this is an incredibly smart decision, and this is a very legally intelligent thing to do from everything I know, right? Which is not a lot, but I mean...
Which is zero.
There's a reason why every platform has something like this, right? And so, yeah. And it's common sense that this would be a good idea. You promise Valve that your game will not include illegal or infringing content, and your game will be consistent with your marketing materials. Game will be consistent with your marketing materials.
Yeah.
In our pre-release review, we will evaluate the output of...
That's also the same thing, by the way.
AI...
Because, again, if it's not consistent with the marketing materials, that means you're facilitating a blatant scam. That's not good.
Content in your game the same way that we evaluate all non-AI content, including a check that your game does meet those promises. Live generated. Any type of content that's created with the use of AI tools while the game is running. In addition to following the same rules as pre-generated AI content, this comes with an additional requirement in the content survey. You'll need to tell us what kind of guardrails you're putting on your AI to ensure that it's not generating illegal content. So again, this is all about Valve making sure that they remove any legal liability for themselves.
I wonder what their definition of illegal content, though, is. Because this should be a very, very broad thing. You know, it's not just, oh, you generated an image that's a copy of an already existing image. No, this is also, you didn't generate a 13-year-old nude. That type of stuff. So their illegal content definition is probably huge.
This is not really them approving or disapproving of any AI content. It's just them saying, we don't want to...
No, this is very much, in fact, blatantly them disagreeing with certain type of AI content. Okay? Absolutely not even close. No, this is them very much word for word disagreeing with some AI content.
To be accountable for this at all. This is a strong business move. Valve will use the disclosure in our review of prior to the game. We also include much of the disclosure on Steam so customers can understand how the game uses AI. Secondly, we're releasing a new system on Steam that allows players to report illegal content inside of games that contain live generated AI content. Using the in-game overlay, players can easily submit a report whenever they encounter content they believe should have been caught by the appropriate guardrails on AI generation. I'm going to be honest, guys, I think this is kind of a mistake because people are going to keep using it whenever they don't understand what the what the actual rules are. So I think this is a mistake for them to do this, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, this is also in line of self-protection from Valve, because it's one thing to say, "Oh, this be bad," but every person obviously is assuming that you can't catch everything. Even if every game is thoroughly vetted with a team of, let's say, 500 quadrillion people, and let's say that these 500 quadrillion people can only let a game on Steam if it has a 120% approval rating from these 100 quadrillion people who vet the game, every line of code, every pixel. Even then, given enough time, they will make a mistake. And that's why you need this. That's why you need an ability, because it's just a logical assumption that people are going to make mistakes, that there's going to be unforeseen circumstances. And Valve needs, if Valve does not want to facilitate these unforeseen circumstances, they need to have a ability to make reports like this. That's pretty much it.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I would assume they probably know it better than I do. I think Steam is...
There's probably going to be some kind of system. You make the report. One report goes to Valve. The other one goes to the developer. Or it goes to Valve and then it goes to to the developer from Valve. And, Valve then gives them a period of time to fix the issue, remove the issue, and, something like that. But we would not know about the rules in that case. And if the issue does not get removed in a certain amount of time, most likely depending on the amount of reports received for X, then it gets removed for Steam for, a period of time or maybe permanently depending on the situation.
It's very well run.
But we would never know about it.
So I could be wrong about this. Today's changes also are a result of us improving our understanding of the landscape and the risks into space, as well as taking to game developers. And also it makes a lot of sense because, so they originally talked about this in June, and back in June, almost all AI conversations were centered around things being derivative from copyrighted works. But since June, there's been a lot of other people who have...
that did happen, yes, I remember that, but was it in June? I have no idea.
Developed their own AI tools.
It's just in general that this was a problem with art generating AI. that it scours the internet. It looks at all the art. So technically, when it makes something, it's using something as an example, which is technically copyright infringement in some cases.
That don't use any sort of illegal materials. Like a great example of this that's like kind of weird is, remember that girl Susu who created an AI
No.
to generate naked pictures of herself for her viewers on OnlyFans, and all of those that AI tool was built by her. It was informed by her. So yeah, basically the frame of reference that people looked at AI from 6 months ago was AI is parasitic and it takes copyrighted material and then it makes it its own. But now as people's usage of AI has evolved, that is no longer the only cultural relevance AI has. And people are building...
Okay, that argument just fell apart. That argument completely fell apart. Okay, so let me explain how that was very stupid what you just said now. Okay, you need to phrase it a lot different. So let me explain the problem, because a lot of you did not catch it probably, I'm assuming, right? So, AI was a problem then, and the conversation is, oh, AI is parasitic. But now it's no longer a problem because AI also does any other things. That's what he literally just said. No, AI still is a problem because it's parasitic and, you know, it does these things. But his argument is, oh, this is no longer the case because AI now does also other things. Which completely does not remove the previous problem. It's just kind of saying, hey, I killed a person, but I still donated $10 to the homeless shelter. Yeah, that's essentially the situation. Never say that. That's stupid. People are gonna... on the internet, you can say that, and people are not gonna know this. In smart conversations, people are gonna question you and call you an idiot for saying stuff like this.
Like self-contained AI tools that don't have
self-contained AI tools. Okay.
Of these type of ethical problems. The only exception to this will be adult-only sexual content.
Self-contained AI tools, by the way, that's not even a word. That's not even a definition. Now we can be kind to Asmongold here for not being the smartest apple in the bunch, and say that he most likely means that AI that can create things from nothing. When he says that, not self-contained, because there's no such thing as there's no definition for a self-contained AI or whatever. It just doesn't work.
Content that's created with live generated AI, we are unable to release that type of content right now, and we all know why. It's because people would release content with people that are underage. Everybody knows this. This is, of course, the right decision for Steam to make. It's taken us some time to figure this out. We're sorry it's made it harder for some developers to make decisions around our games. We don't feel like we serve our players by rushing into decisions that have this much complexity. Yes, I'm going to be honest, guys. This is
good.
Such a great response. Like, this is so good.
Yeah,
like actual, like, yeah, common
response.
Valve W, common Steam W, common Gavin W. There it is. Yeah, this is exactly the way that I think somebody should handle it. And so what did this individual say? Let's read what he had to say.
The hell is this?
Next 6 months, Valve said video games using machine learning code were being denied. Okay, so what's this person saying? Part of the blog. Who are they kidding with this? Valve's existing moderation is questionable at best. At time of posting, one of the store's most prominent sellers is a game about your fucking aunt and cousins, while another is an Alex Jones platformer.
Oh, someone's mad. Someone's big mad.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
Fuck
someone's
this guy.
mad. I mean, yeah, I don't think, dude, you don't need to be too, dude, you need to be a brainlet to understand that Steam's response was pretty decent, pretty chill at the bare minimum, right? And this guy's just, oh, it's Alex Jones!
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, it's Alex Jones, the guy who's more right than CNN. Oh no, the horrors.
This guy's just trying to tell everybody else what they can and can't play. Fuck him. Like, why can't Alex Jones make a video game? Why can't you fuck your aunt and cousins in a video game? Why not?
I mean, there's a lot of choices for that also, I'm not gonna lie. There's probably a billion choices.
Do you think I don't think this guy has the moral authority to tell me what I can and can't play. Get the fuck out of here. This is, bro, this is all like a fucking, how old is...
Also, this is a bad faith argument from this guy. Well, obviously it's bad faith, everyone knows. But he's trying to say Valve's existing moderation is questionable. And by the way, actually it is. Valve's moderation is pretty shit. Like, Valve... You can say good things about Valve, but if we're being completely honest, Valve is trying to do everything to get away from moderating their own content as much as possible and being as not liable as possible. Like, Valve does this constantly, okay? It is what it is. But this guy is trying to falsely equate the fact that Valve is not moderating their content because there are games like the Alex Jones game and, you know, the aunt and cousin fucking game. You know, he's trying to say that the platform is not moderated because things like this are on the platform. But the reality is the platform is moderated because it allows things like this on the platform. The platform itself says there's nothing wrong with this.
Fucking, how old is this guy? I have no idea. There's a 30-year-old hall monitor.
He's probably a liberal, that's pretty much it. He, him,
baby. If you
baby.
don't watch it, if you don't want it, don't play it. What's wrong with you? He's a Nazi? I don't think he's not a Nazi. No, he's just an idiot. Bro, like, people really need to stop using that word.
Done. Anyway, this was Quizzer Said, thanks for watching. Subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.